Hello and welcome. This week we're going to be working on the bass line for Money by Pink Floyd. And there are 5 different riffs in the song. The 2 most complex are the beginning ones. The other ones are fairly simple, ascending and descending riffs. But the first ones, the signature piece, is built on a power chord, a B chord. And slowly it goes. The funny thing is that the timing is a little off. It's in 7th time. And then after a little bit, you play that through about 12 times at the beginning of the song. And then there's a little change. You're playing the... So instead of playing that little once, you play it twice. So it's sort of throwing you a little loop, but I'll take you through those one at a time. Ralph, if you will please put up the fretboard. Thank you very much. No comment this time? Nice, nice. Maybe we'll feed you today. Okay, you can see the notes on the fretboard and their names and their positions, so I'm not going to call out the names or tell you where to put your fingers. Look at the fretboard and see for yourself as I go through it slowly. That first riff, the first part of the riff is... I'm sorry. So we're going to just take the first, that's the first part. 4 notes, and basically you're talking, the first 2 notes are an octave. So let's do that, let's do those first 4 notes 3 times in a row. Okay, I'll do it fairly slowly. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. Again, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then you're going to add to that a little run. So you have the first part. So let's do just that run 3 times in a row, okay? 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. By the way, on that 2, 3, 4, I'm not saying the 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's the way I'm counting it, just so you know. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now let's do both of those segments together. And we'll do it slower. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 2, 1, 2, 3. And one more time. Should have counted it in, shouldn't I? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Now you're going to want to practice that until you can get it up to speed. Now you don't play it as fast as you sort of, when you're playing it, especially solo, you want to sort of rush it, but the song doesn't rush it, it drags it. If anything, it's very okay. So we're going to add those last two notes to that run up. So you've got the run up, and then skip up to the next string, play it open. You can also play it on the 5th fret of the D string, the A string, sorry. The idea, the way I'm playing it, is to minimize movement. You can go back and forth between the 2nd and 5th frets, or you can go between the 2nd fret and the open string on the next string up. So the run up is, and then, okay. And again, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And then it feels like, at least to me, it feels like I want to do this again to bring it sort of back into reasonable time measure, but it's in 7th time, which is odd. It's different. So after that first, you go back to, so that whole figure goes. And you repeat that 12 times, as I said, from the way it is on the recording. From the time, there's that little cash box sound effect at the beginning of it that sets up the rhythm, and then when the bass comes in, you play that 12 times. And by the time you get to the end of that 12th time, I'm not going to do it all 12 times. You practice that until you get it, and you can play it along with the song. But at the end of that 12th time, you do it twice. So now you're setting up, there's a little hitch in the lyrics when he's singing. So you need that extra ba 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 ba, and then it goes back into that same, or the initial pattern. So that one little thing is, the only thing different is it starts out the same, all the same as the first one. But now you're going to repeat the last two notes of that first leg, and then go back into the, so repeat that little run up that you did at the beginning of the, and then you go back into the initial riff. So what you want to do is practice that until it's under your fingers, and play along with one of the versions on YouTube until you get that nice and smooth. And then you got that. Okay? So practice that, get it under your fingers, and come back when you're finished, and you can play the rest of this tutorial to find out what comes next. Alright? See you in a few minutes, or maybe a few hours, or maybe a few days, but don't come back until you get that lick firmly under your fingers. Okay? Repeat that, the first part of this tutorial, as many times as you need to get that right. And remember, I'm a guitar player, I'm not a bass player, but I can teach you how to play it. It's your job to make it sound great as a bass player, as the wonderful bass player that you are. It is a fun groove to play. Even poorly, it's fun to play. And then we're going to get into the middle part, which is also fun, but it's very different. Okay? So we'll see you then. Take care. Thanks.